Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to RAERAEs Night Live. Yes, well, me and my homegirl Erin are going to let you know about the What's Going Down episode of Southern Charm. We're on season 11, episode 2. Please help me welcome Erin to the stage.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday.
Watch your pH when we listen to this review, y'all. Ooh, that's the pH of it all. Oh my gosh, these people, girl.
They're doing what they're doing.
I don't get it. It's like the gauntlet, the pH gauntlet of Bravo, where you have to do somebody in the group in order to be a part of the group. Why are they swashbuckling like this? It's like they're all college kids or something. You know, things went on in college. Just saying.
I guess that's the problem, you know, like these are production wants this, right? So what they're doing is they're bringing in women that are beautiful in their 20s, which is a decade too young for these frat boys that need to grow the hell up, and they're making sure they're very attractive. But these girls also are looking at them as reality TV stars with privilege and access to a life they want. They all want to be Paige, right? They want to be influencers and, you know, on TV and all of that. So you have the perfect situation for PH. But my God, some of them are more imbalanced than others.
Girl, I'm about to get scared because, you know, ain't enough salt water to get rid of that. I don't care how many times they go to the beach. Child, I'm okay. Okay, so for those who are new to our reviews, I often reference the pH balance of it all, because like I mentioned, it's like everybody then touch somebody within this group, you know. Even the new people coming in, if it's just by happenstance that they have dated some, like last year we found out the new girl Sally from last year, this is her sophomore year, but she dated, she had a tryst, a one night stand with Shep years ago, and then at the time her ex was Shep's ex's ex. And now it's just, you know, it's just stuff like that going on in this group.
I don't even think it was years ago with Shep. I think it was like right after Taylor.
Oh, well, hey.
So the pH is even more in jeopardy. But
girls go more and more toward that negative side every time. I just, ooh.
Listen, I don't like slut shaming. But if you can say you've done everybody in a group, that's bad. That's bad.
We called them strawberries growing up.
Oh. Wow.
Listen, it's really not cute. You know, I don't care if you are it's just not. And again, you can do whatever you want with your stuff, but it's just not a good look, girl. It's just not.
You cannot,
but girl especially, it's not a good look.
You cannot do Craig, Shep, and Austin. You cannot, because then you are like 2 steps away from a GANGBANG. Like it's
Months
too,
apart.
like I don't think
Look,
YouTube
oh,
likes that word.
I just thought of something. An Irish GANGBANG.
Mm,
Like we say Irish twins or
I
girl,
know.
like every 10 months you doing somebody else in the crew.
A
You
Charleston
loving the crew?
GB. No. No. It's not a Snoop Dogg song. It ain't no fun if the homies can't. It's not that.
It's really not. Rest in peace to Nate Dogg. Okay, again, do you, but girl.
Not everybody else.
Okay, so this is gonna be funny, right? Girl, all this time I thought the dude in the Obama suit was Corey when it was actually the new guy, Whitner.
I know, I did too. It's Whitney. Is it Whitney or Whitner?
Whitner.
Whit, regardless. I think they call him
Girl.
Whitner, Whitney. God damn, these waspy ass names. Okay.
So if you can recall from our episode 1 review, the newest to the crew is the Obama tan suit wearing dude. His name is Whitner. And the girl on the bottom row on the bench with the pretty blue dress. Her name is
Charlie.
And those are the two new ones in the group. And
right.
Sally, who is in between, Sally and Molly, who was in the back row to the far right, in between Shep and Austin, came last year. So they're sophomore. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I ran over what you were gonna say. Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
They're sophomores. So I ran over what you were about to say. That's why I said sorry.
No, that's exactly who they are. And I'm loving this so far, to be honest. I just can't wait till the end of the season because somebody is going to cry at the reunion. Somebody's going to cry. Jeez, I know they are. Somebody's going to be highly embarrassed. And it just may be a guy. Because the two guys I think that will be highly embarrassed is Craig and Austin. And these are my predictions. Now, with that being said, get on into this episode because, girl, I think we're going to have a lot to say about this child because, Okay, so Sally, again, Sally is a new girl, far right next to Shep in that copper dress, the looking to her left. And what I don't appreciate is her washing her dog in the kitchen sink. What happened to washing the dogs in the tub? I think the kitchen sink be a lot more hygienic because you got to eat out of that sink for the most part. Is it me? I'm not a dog owner, but is it just me and my thoughts, or is that a sentiment felt across the world?
I take my dog to the groomer, so I wouldn't even know.
Bougie.
She goes once a month to the pet
No dog, girl.
No. I leave it to the hair care professionals.
I just have a problem with you washing that's like the dog is just licking a spoon while you stirring it back into the food. To me, girl, I wish I would see somebody who I knew was cooking the Thanksgiving dinner and washing the dog in the kitchen sink, not even the back porch sink where the washer and dryer is. Usually it's little water basin back there, But girl, why is the dog in the kitchen? Getting washed. That's my great grandmother used to say. Wash them clothes. Oh my goodness, girl. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but anybody out there appreciate a dog being washed in the kitchen sink? Let us know.
Oh my goodness.
She nasty in the kitchen and she's just nasty. Sally, girl, you getting a bad rep. Just saying. With your 450 a year, like Mia was getting before she before she messed up the chiropractic. Remember when Mia's like, I make 450 a year. How much you make?
Clank, clank. Don't drop the soap.
Oh my God, girl. She came in her first season talking about I make 450 a year. Who asked you how much you make? Looking around like who asked
Mm-hmm. Money
you?
can't buy you class.
I was just about to say that. Shout out to Della Steps.
Yep, Countess Luann.
Stop singing. Okay. Um, what else happened? Oh, and then Vanita calls, and Vanita's a little perturbed because she had to leave early from the baby shower when she found out that her friend was canoodling with her ops. Now, of course, I mean this lightly because this group of people aren't that op-ish. It's just, more or less on the outs. This group isn't the type to be like the routine reality show where you know hatred and um anything similar to hatred is going on. They're just having a difference of opinion more so between Craig and Vanita so far. Now, they haven't shown us, at least I haven't seen yet. Have you, where Vanita and Craig has anything more than just a difference of opinion?
Well, I think he was offended by her saying Team Page and said, she's dead to me. Like, I don't, whatever. So then now Vanita's deeply offended by the level that Craig was offended. But at the end of the day, like, I, I guess I wouldn't expect Vanita to abandon her friend. And she said that she was closer to Paige than Craig. But being that we're castmates and he's going through a public breakup that he's clearly brokenhearted about, you can't do that. You can't say Team Page and whatever about Craig and expect him to like you, because it's a kind of a kick you while you're down moment. So you're obviously like not for me. But I also think Craig completely overreacted by like, she's dead to me and la la la. So now I'm annoyed because Vanita, I love you, girl. Like, I hope we can get you a better storyline because this one is lame. This one is clinging at straws, like leaving the room every time he comes around, or being upset that the girls are gonna flirt. Your friends are gonna flirt with him. It
Mm-hmm.
just looks like spinstery. And I hate to be like stereotypical about some, because we should be friends, female empowerment, all that kind of crap, but this is a thin storyline to be hanging on.
I would like to add a different layer to this. Okay, we're in season 11, correct? Season 10, Craig jumped in the pool to save Vanita's life when he recognized she was struggling.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Girl, so here we are, not maybe a year later, just because she said something he didn't appreciate. Now he is just no longer wanting to, like you said, I don't associate with her. Yes, you do, because you're on the same show.
Yeah.
You do associate with her. I would think a conversation, the conversation, needs to be had amongst them two, because again, you just saved her life a year ago. So from then on, as soon as she says she's team your ex, all of a sudden she's dead to you. That nah, mm mm mm.
I think they're both being dumb and they do need to have a conversation. But Vanita's like, I'm not ready to have that. And she keeps avoiding him and avoiding it. And then Sally tried to push the conversation too early to get her to go to the after party in Whitney's, sleaze dungeon. Um, Punch dungeon. That's what I called it. That was funny.
Don't sit down nowhere.
Seriously, talking about pH balance. But Vanita wasn't ready at the baby shower to just have a hash it out. This is going on too long. You don't have to have a forced hash it out, but go get it done.
You know what? Vanita did not want to engage with Craig when he's drinking because he's an angry drunk. And she
True.
said it verbatim. I don't want to get into a shouting match. I don't want to have him yell at me. That is not what I want. And if you guys keep pushing like we saw them every part of the scene, they're itching them to get together. She left to disengage. Shout out to Meredith Marks. So I don't blame her for leaving because she knows how this shit works.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, then fine. Like, go have some tea and talk about it. You know, like
He ain't drinking no damn tea.
I know, but like if you need him sober, go figure it out. I don't know. If it were me, I would not. There's too many group activities and all of that to be like run off and like let this escalate. But you know, like I said, this is kind of right now her storyline, which I hate, but that's where we're at.
And I don't think she wants to add another layer to him, quote unquote, hating her. If she were to say, I would rather wait until he's sober to have a conversation. I think she's playing it safe as she can without saying too much to upset the man who already denounced her as a person.
Yeah, I don't know. The storyline is annoying to me, but I get I respect your like your perspective on it.
It's just like, okay, first let me say this. I value Vanita's opinion. I always have until season 10 when she was messing with JT. Like, what girl, what? But we've all had at least one. We've all had one that we like, oh Lord, what was I thinking? You know, in my opinion. So
he messed up on her. He did. He had to go run away to Bali to like get over how he messed up.
Kids. Oh my God. They would have
They
the
would have been a
most
cute little
fashionless
couple.
kids because girl.
She would have kept
she is helping this girl with the party. Next, she's helping somebody else with their party. And then when wait, am I pushing ahead? Was this episode or next when she and Rodrigo? Yeah, this one, because this is the Sally's party.
Yes, Sally's beach
Benita
party.
and Rodrigo went out. Yeah. Oh, I just love them together because both of them do this, so it was just exciting to see. But I'm going ahead. But Benita calls Sally while she just got through washing dogs in the kitchen sink, Lord Jesus, and talks a little bit about being a little upset about the baby shower. How she had to walk out, like we were just talking about. And what's her name? Sally is, trying to get Vanita to understand that she has a little crush on Craig. She's trying to see what's up now that he's single, her coochie hot, and her meaning Sally. And, and I don't want to act like I'm, slut shaming her. It is what it is. She's hot for Craig. And Vanita's like, not my so-called ops. Really? We're BFFs. What are you doing? But Sally is trying to play like she's really not when she's secretly in his hot tub for all hours of the night that we find out later. Like, girl.
Yep.
But didn't it turn around on her later? Ooh. What was I about to say? So next we see Craig as we're talking about him. He is hungover of all things. As I mentioned the previous season, he gave Austin everything but for in relation to not wanting to hang out and drink. And here he is with a hangover. And his assistant is trying to get him acclimated to his schedule, his up and coming schedule, but he obviously is an angry drunk, as production has copied and pasted clips together to show us. Hence why I said Vanita didn't want no part of that. She didn't want to be a part of that clip. So she left. Um, he doesn't like being hung over. Well, that's easy. Just don't be. This breakup has caused him to backslide. Now I'm a little concerned because last year when we were talking about this, it wasn't apparent to me. You had a lot more knowledge based on his previous behaviors within this show and his drinking and his substance use, abuse, dependence, whatever it is. And I'm disappointed this season because I see it more so now that he was just so adamant about being about his business and challenging Austin to not challenge him when he's about the business. So now he's hung over and trying to get his ish together because he got dumped. Come on, Craig. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, this show,
Shep. I took a long time, didn't I?
Oh no, you're fine, girl. You're talking to someone that like can go. So I'm not here to judge anybody. That would be pot and kettle.
Yeah, that took a long time. Okay, go ahead, girl.
You go right ahead. You need some more floor space? You're welcome to have
I probably
it.
will as I'm interrupting, but go ahead, girl.
Go ahead, do it. I'm here for it.
Oh Lord.
Shep. Remember when Shep admitted he was drinking too much and had a problem and went down to Costa Rica?
My man.
It's like we forgot that happened, right? As he goes back to doing shots, you know. So this show has a very unhealthy way of like allowing them to get out of accountability for legitimate substance abuse issues. And even more than like other franchises. Because Lord knows Thomas Ravenel was like a barely functioning alcoholic, period. And God knows what else.
Only God knows.
So I mean, he did already go to jail for CC distribution,
didn't he?
So
and
anyway,
Chanel. Go ahead.
So I do not think it's a good idea for Craig to be re-engaging in this lifestyle, because the reasons that got him to modify his lifestyle have not changed. However, I do understand he's deeply hurting. He has the lure of the bar scene, the single scene. Like, it's a lot of effort to date sober. It's a lot. And when you're also emotionally hurting from a situation, I understand why. I don't agree with it. I mean, it's obviously not in his best interest. He is backsliding because not the better version of Craig comes out. The Craig that, is a disaster comes out, is emotionally unstable, is like somewhat irrational, can be abusive, verbally abusive. And it's just not cute. You don't feel good. You don't function. You're not operating at your higher level of Craig. So here's the deal. We all understand what's happening here, but like, how long are you going to allow yourself to exist in this place, and at what cost? And do you think you have the capability to turn it around? Because I don't know what Shep's been up to lately, other than he did embarrass himself at BravoCon for drunkenly ranting about Paige and Craig.
Girl, didn't
not that bad, but still, you really should be on your P's and Q's at BravoCon after you attended the last one blackout drunk.
And he has until 2027 because they're doing it biannually now.
Right. So, all of them slip slide in the wind, like all of them are, so Craig, you're in danger, girl. That's all I got. so far, I just know there's a consequence coming because he's a train wreck when he drinks. Like they did roll the beautiful bean footage. Like you start throwing
Mhm.
tantrums like an emotional a-hole. The whole reason that Paige started talking to you about your drinking is you got kicked out of the summer house wedding for being a rageful a-hole.
Girl.
Yeah, so
Mm.
Craig,
Where
you in
my
danger, girl.
Okay, Molly. We see Molly. She's coming to visit Madison after the baby shower. And, she's making small, funny jokes, small talk. They're having a good time. And now Molly offered to help with the writing thank you notes from all the gifts that Madison received. And when it came to Sally's gift, child, they was like, what is this? Sally gives Madison a size extra, extra small tube top dress.
You know that's something she bought for herself that she's given to Madison because the only person that's wearing that size clothes are her and Vanita.
She ain't bought that. It was already in her closet. You know it was.
Yeah, I believe it.
With
Yeah,
the
she said,
tag
"Oh,
still on
yeah,
it. Because she made $450 a year.
that's
Oh,
tacky."
wish I made $450 a year. That'd be nice. Woo! Anywho, not that I'm jealous, but I think a lot of us would like to make $450 a year, just saying. But anyway, yeah, I think she took it out of her closet. But I do like the fact that she tried to get a matching dress for the baby too. I would have liked if both dresses were the same exact. Not that I'm, downplaying the gift, but I like to see a spot on match when the mommy and the baby are, especially if it's a little girl. It has to be the same. You
Well,
can't
I
just buy
mean,
something that's similar. Yeah, go ahead.
I would. Here's the thing: Madison was tiny before she had a baby, but nobody bounces back to that tiny that fast. So I don't even know because Madison, yeah. But did you notice um that Molly came and apologized to her for how drunk she was at the baby shower? So um and how she got upset about the orchestra and all that crap. See, all of them are like not all of them. Many of them are barely functioning on these substances.
Yeah, because that was in my notes. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cute. At least she apologized, in case she, gave a bad, representation. Because of course she needed to be apologizing to Miss Patricia. It was
Yeah,
her place, that's where the apology need to go. Madison really don't care. I mean, it ain't like you made a spectacle of yourself unless she did. But I mean,
yeah,
if you weren't over there eating the cake before it was time.
eating the bow.
Shout out to my girl Heather Dubrow.
Yep. No, I agree. It was like, where's the
Oh,
footage of
Lord.
that? Where she was the disruption? Like you need to show me the proof there. Otherwise, who cares?
She broke the bow off of my cake. Girl, I was like, cracking up when she said it like that. She was offended. She was offended, okay?
Don't touch
Um,
her things.
girl. And they was like, no, she didn't. Oh my God. Call the cops. Ooh, but yeah, I like how Madison likes to get shit started when she's pregnant because really ain't nobody gonna argue with a pregnant woman. And that's why she was saying what she was saying. Especially in this episode. I can't wait till we get to episode 3, child. I can't believe she said all that stuff. But yeah, Madison had a good time welcoming Molly into everything. And child, then they start. What my notes say? Wait, what? Yeah, that's her talking about Sally and Craig because after they talked about the gift, Sally gave her. Can you believe? Nothing ever goes well when it starts off. Can you believe? Sally and Craig, child. It's like, girl, it's like it's dog with a bone, literally. Like, girl, calm that puss down, girl, calm down. She done lost a whole lot. Like you can tell she lost a lot of weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sally is teensy incy. I think she beat Benita. I mean, good grief, them girls is little. Not hating, but just recognizing how little they are. My goodness. Um, yeah, Sally and Craig. Sally's trying to get with Craig. Uh, and then a little footnote, just a little hint that Madison was really thinking that she was trying to get with Austin.
Because of what Molly said.
Girl. No, because of what Sally said. Sally
To
said,
Molly. To Molly. Well, within Molly's presence.
well, I thought it was at somebody's function in the kitchen and looked like the scene where she said, if he was single, yeah, I jump his bones or I get with him. That's what I remember saying.
Yeah, but Molly was there, and
Got you.
somebody, I think Rodrigo or somebody was like, well, he has a girlfriend, and she said something like, the second he's single, I'd hit
There
it,
you
or
go.
something like that. And it was just, considering that she'd already been flirting with Craig, it just, I'm sure, made especially Molly, who, has not turned to the needle to get outrageously thin, just kind of want to eye roll Sally, like, girl, like, fan that thing off and like leave some for the others. Jeez.
Girl, listen, we was all 20 something once. Well, how I know she should be 30 by now. Anyway, we was all that age once, and girl, we understand how it is. You it's something new. You making all this extra money. You're living the life. You're a star. So, girl, you want to rock out, but girl, just be careful. If you listen, watching, listening, just be real careful. That's all I gotta say. Be real careful with what you're doing, because I guess within this group, it's okay to love the crew, I guess. But girl, don't advertise someone else's man while they're with somebody. That's a big no-no.
Yeah,
Because
that one,
I've been Audrey, I would have talked to you.
I would have too. I might have slapped you.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't put my hands on anybody, but I would have been like,
yes, you
no.
would.
The
Don't
second
sit up there and tell that lie.
the second somebody said something, the second Madison said that, I'd be like, where's she at? Sally, get over here. You better explain yourself right now.
What is that term when you fresh out of a relationship and you jump on something?
Uh to get over someone, you get underneath someone else or get
That's
on top,
another term. That Not that one, the other one.
Oh.
Rebound. There you go.
Oh, okay.
It's not cool to volunteer to be the rebound girl. And you don't want to get with somebody. I don't know. There's somebody out there for everybody. Maybe I shouldn't start with that. There's somebody out there for everybody. It's just the how you're doing it. It just seemed real sleazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's sleazy. That's what it seemed like. I know the guys do it, and then the guys don't respect you because they talk about you in a manner that is disrespectful. They think it's funny because they see you doing it, so they're talking about your behavior, but it's still disrespectful, and that's not what you want to be looked at as the fun time girl. Someone who can be easily put in the bed because for whatever the reason, already got, listen, girl, just be careful, girl. I may be too late.
Look at what they said about Catherine.
Hello. And both y'all got red hair, Lord Jesus. Auburn, that's close to red. Lord have mercy. Woo! And both, anyway, be careful, Sally. Little Sally Walker.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened, child? Was that it between Madison and Molly? I think that was it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it's beach day. That's when I recognized that man that Obama suit was not Corey. It is Whitner. Whitner gave an intro. He is an attorney. He went to school with Craig. He got his bar license first. He is proud of it, and he got dumped because the girl just all of a sudden said, "I don't want to be with you." They were together for I don't know 2, maybe 3 years. It was the proper courtship as far as what I'm hearing, but somehow or another wasn't the man for her. He couldn't believe it, and apparently now he's single and he owned the show. And I'm sure by the time January 1 come through, he will have his full choice of to deal with. And I don't think he wants to deal with Sally. Well, we're going to find out by January 1 who he has been dealing with. Did I get something wrong yet about Whitner?
Nope.
Oh, one more thing. He is also of what's that called? The genealogy similar to Shep, where they kind of started off in their citizenship, so to speak to so, where they started off in the old times of the 1700s. He said his family was either associated with or around the being from the Boykin family, the Boykin plantation that Shep is from. My man. So he has longevity within this country, and he doesn't have a what's that thing Shep got?
Trust fund.
Doesn't have a trust fund, but his family's been here pretty much since the beginning. So put some respect on his name. Okay, I'm done.
He seems nice. He seems like a more genuine kind of guy, but like they can seem that way. JT sure thought he was a nice guy.
Okay.
So
Sure.
fame will do something to you. I want to see what happens after, because
he's taller, so we may have a chance.
And he just seems like he's not ugly. I don't mean to be rude. He's handsome. You know what I mean? Like he's not
Correctamundo.
You know
I
what
agree.
I mean? And I think he just seems like one of those calibers of like a good catch, because he maybe doesn't seem quite as flashy as Shep, Craig, and Austin, but give him a couple of seasons and he might be. You know. But he seems like a nice guy. And if I were in the group, I would look more towards somebody like that, because I'm not trying to be pH balanced Sally. pH
and
imbalance.
I love that he's wearing the Obama suit.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. So it's a beach day. So wait, did I put beach day? What did I put down? Beach day. So Whitner, Shep, my man, and Austin meet up to go surfing. Girl, Austin can't surf. They was laughing at him. He kept falling in the water, child, asking where does the rope tie go, the leash to keep him, with his board, whatever it's called, child. Shep was laughing at him, and they were having a good time in the water. But Austin can't surf, and that's okay. Maybe they can go to Hawaii and get proper lessons, because from what I heard, you're not supposed to surf the Atlantic. Just saying, that's not a place where you surf. Either come to the Pacific and go really into it, and go to Hawaii and that's where the real waves is at. That's where the competitions be, if I'm not mistaken. I used to watch when I was younger. But yeah, I was told a long time ago you should never surf the Atlantic. That's just blasphemy for surfers. Did you ever hear that?
I have not. I am not too well versed in it though, so I don't claim to. Don't look at me. But I have tried to surf. It's not when I was younger, like in high school. It's not that easy, but he was particularly pathetic at it, so it seemed.
Girl, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Then you try to throw like trying to diss surfing, like, oh, surfing ain't nothing. Yeah, you was on it though. You was trying.
Yeah, you know you're lame. You know you're lame.
I was rolling because Chef was laughing. I know that's
Mhm.
funny. You know how they get when they get together, they just rag on each other.
Yep. And
But I'm
Chef
glad.
can surf. He does like to surf. He's very believable in that
Yeah.
sense. You know all that.
So, like we mentioned before, Sally's having a party and she asked for Bonita's help. Of course, everybody wants Bonita help. She's the guru of parties. And so she and Rodrigo, excuse me, shop for Sally's party to get on a horn and everything, showing her what they found. Oh yeah, I loved it. Sally doesn't look like she even knows how to really pull up an outfit together. She has to look for it herself. I don't think she's that um inclined, or she really can recognize. So she needs the help, of course. You know, some of us do, and that's fine. As long as you get the help, you don't go out there looking crazy.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm glad that she enlisted her friends. So I hope she's not using her for that, because how this friendship is starting off, it just seems unbalanced to me. It seems like there's a more or less Vanita's being used for Sally's amusement per se and not valued. Like the value of their friendship is skewed and off balance. I could be wrong, but like I said, I kind of peeped into episode 3, and it's just more so, it's borderline disrespectful the way it's moving. Even Rodrigo started from the beginning from this conversation, because after she, meaning um, Sally, okayed what they found, then Sally just arbitrarily mentioned Craig, like, girl, I think we gonna, hit it off, or he's really cool. All these things about Craig, and in his confession, he was like, yeah, I can see it right now. It ain't gonna work. Rodrigo's like, this ain't gonna work, because you cannot defend this man who your BFF is having beef with. That just doesn't work in real life, IRL. So he starved from the get go, but he said he gonna let them work it out because that's between them. I like Rodrigo. He's he's likable now, in my opinion. What do you think about that scene when she brought up Craig?
He was right. He's all, Vanita, you living in a dream world. The dick is gonna win. Like, don't think she won't drop you for the dick. Like, she will. I agree with you. I like Rodrigo too. He definitely can. He's shown his slip, so he can be nasty and mean.
Girl.
And I think he could have maybe a bit of a drinking issue as well.
Oh
But they're
shoot.
yes, but they're giving him the much more like the sage gay in a relationship practical one, and it's working for me. But like, yeah, I agree with him where he's like, Vania, don't hold your breath. Like, this girl is going to abandon you for Craig. Like, she will.
What I like about Rodrigo's role is he's not the so-called typical gay friend that's just there for their amusement. He's
Mm-hmm.
valued in this group of friends. He is a friend. He may be a friend of. No, actually, is he in this? No, that's him in the picture.
Yeah, he's in it.
There you go. He's next to Obama suit and Madison. So I like the fact that he is a part of the cast. I
Mm-hmm.
sure want to see his husband though. Or are they just seeing each other? Are they married?
I think they're fiancés.
Okay, I want to see his fiance more. I need to see his face, because I know the couple that Patricia knows. They come around every blue moon, where he was involved in that whole JT Vanita racial comment controversy. And you think that's why he ain't here yet?
Oh, I don't think he's coming back.
Oh shoot! Now I remember them and his little fine husband, child. That man
Right,
was cute.
yeah.
but because I'm partial to dark skin. You know what I'm saying? So, and his man was fine, okay, tall, dark, and handsome as far as I'm
Mm-hmm.
concerned. But anyway, we ain't talking about him per se, but I appreciate how how he's valued. He's not just that hanger on that's typical in other reality shows. So big ups to them for recognizing talent as talent and not just something that people have draped over their couch.
Like a prop gay.
There you go. I've heard that term. I'm gonna try and remember that for next time. So yeah, I appreciate that. Again, he's the second from the left. He's next to Whitner in the Obama suit. So yeah, Rodrigo recognized that from a mile away. Like you said, Dick gonna win. Sorry, Benita, but you don't have what he got. What else happened, child? I think that was it.
Sally is so hungry for a relationship that she will absolutely abandon her friendship with Vanita for him.
I'm glad you said that because in my mind, even from last season, season 10, I've been thinking Sally is smart. She is in it for the long haul. And I believe in my heart of hearts that she will do anything to stay on this show, even fake a friendship, even fake a storyline, as long as she is somewhat center of attention on this show because she wants to stay on the show. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the rationale behind befriending Vanita. I think that's the rationale behind how she kept reiterating the um, issue of Taylor's boyfriend, who was her ex, which I don't think he really was. She's just somebody who he had fun with and she couldn't take it. So I just, in my heart of hearts, I believe she will exacerbate anything with her involvement so she could stay on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think she definitely wants to stay on the show. Yeah. But I think she's also what Vanita, like, man-centered, male-centered. Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, because anybody that beautiful, like, that's kind of acting the way that she was, like, there's deep, deep, deep insecurity and a desire to be chosen that gets you to, like, sort of compromise, maybe, like, I don't want to say give it away because that's so stereotypical and slut shamey and old, but, like, you know, it there is, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, still in the heterosexual dynamics of dating, like, the more you make it super duper easy and available, the less valuable your currency goes down. And you're just too successful, beautiful, and, have all of these assets to be devalued like that. But
Freedom, keep talking. I'll be right back.
okay. You know, and honestly, like, it's just not a cute look when you're basically saying anyone could, not anyone, but most of them could get it. Shep's already gotten it, so he's already in that club. Austin, the second he breaks up, he doesn't even need to take a shower. Just kidding. And then flirting with Craig to the point that, she's gonna potentially be mad at anybody that flirts with him. So she's peeing a circle around Craig. That's too many, stallions in the corral, boo boo. Like, it just starts to make you look like, you know, it lowers your currency. And listen, it's the same goes for when they're acting like leches. If Austin's trying to get with everybody, he's a man hoe. Shep too, like, if you're trying to, whoever's willing to hop on it, it devalues your currency too. For sure. I mean, we're all never gonna get over your perfect freckled little lips, like, but Shep is kind of aging out of he's 46, like me, so he needs to stop trying to date 28-year-olds. Get a lot, I mean, ooh. But then again, Whitney is how old trying to date that age or dating
Too
that
old.
age?
Too old.
Ooh, you scared me. Yes.
Sorry.
Yep.
Too old, child.
Oh, he's decrepit. Just because he's just, yeah, he looks like, yeah, oh my God, when he showed up on the beach looking like Mr. Rogers, alcoholic Mr. Rogers.
Sorry. In a sweater.
Alcoholic Mr. Rogers.
Oh. Why is he wearing a sweater to the beach, Lord? That's all I want to know.
Because he's a dry husk of a man.
Well, the day of the party, Austin is visited by Audrey. Take her 3.5 hours to get there. She would rather him come there, but he's like, I'm more comfortable you coming over here. I wish I would. Now, I check flight information, and it don't take long. Now, I don't know. I don't even have to check flight, but really, the only reason why I check flight information is just to see if those two connect, if those two have flights amongst betwixt. Is that how you say it? Between each other.
Betwixt.
Oh, that too, because being being from the LA area, flights to Vegas are often, and that's just a 4-hour drive. So he said 3.5. I said, okay, if she can get there, let me see if there's a flight, because the flight's like 45 minutes to 55 minutes from LAX to Las Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or just out of the LA area to Vegas, it's going to be no more than an hour. Just as soon as you get up, go to the bathroom, sit down, it's time to get off the plane. That's pretty much how it is. So I'm like, why can't she fly over there? Why is she driving? So I'm thinking, girl, have him flew you out. Audrey, if you listen, watching, if y'all still together, first of
They're
all.
not. They're not.
Oh, well, if you get back with him, have him flew you out. First class, thank you. I'm due coach, and you shouldn't either. But have him flew you out. He got enough money to flew you out first class. See, my seat is always 1D when I fly. And if it's a 3 people in the front, I'm 1A. I want to sit by myself because I like to be comfortable. FYI, I can't sit to be uncomfortable and be bothered. But girl, I wish I would drive. Girl, there's only 2 people I would drive that far from. That far for, mind you. And I ain't got to drive that far for no more. So I wish I would. Girl, would you for your man drive 3.5 hours for your man? That often? Girl.
Well, I don't know. A lot of, me, I'm always like it depends. Like, what are the things? So, I don't know. I don't know.
No, either, girl. Oh.
I also wouldn't want, in theory, to be with someone over 1.5 years and not have some kind of plan about how that's going to end. Like, we need to have had the discussion, like, hey, we've been together over 1 year. Like, I don't want to keep doing long distance for more than 2 because I'm not going to invest my time and energy in a relationship that, is not going to go anywhere or whatever, like.
Yeah.
So, I would be a little bit more like, are we not sure about us? Like, how long do you want this perpetual state of we're enjoying each other's company at your convenience?
Charlotte North to Charleston South. And girl, round trip is less than $600. I wish I would. Girl, talking about she tired. Yeah, yeah, put her on the plane. Oh, that bothered me, friend. That just really bothered me. I ain't,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the other airports. I don't know if it's a big hassle. I don't know.
Girl, nonstop. Of course it's not. I'm looking at the flights right now.
But how far does it take to get picked up from the airport? How much, you got to make sure you got like, priority boarding. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. They're not together no more. I don't know. I just think that this whole storyline is kind of stupid anyway because, like, Austin his weak ass relationships.
Girl.
I don't know what he wants.
Well, anywho, yeah. So she soon as she get there, she getting ready and carrying on. They going to the party, and this is another intro. Charlie, that's the young lady in the blue dress. She works in an art gallery, buys and sells art. What is their name? Just like Charlotte from Sex in the City, child. That's what
Mm-hmm.
she does, and yeah, she's good at it. She has a lovely um, support system. She's on the phone with her mom and letting
Yeah,
us
that was
know,
weird.
girl.
I don't that you hear that passive aggressive comment. Oh, you had too much fun to talk to your mother. Get out of here. I love my child. I expect to talk to her regularly, but I won't be doing that kind of crap when she's an adult.
The mom wants a scene too. She likes Sally. She's trying to be seen on TV, giving all these different types of comments to be a little controversial. Give 'em a little something, take it right back, type of thing. Um, I'm sure her mom can't wait to be on TV more so than Charlie. So she's somebody else. This group of folks is just handsome and beautiful. I ain't seen the mud duck yet.
They do have it does seem like they got a good cast this season, like some good chemistry, right? And they got some things going.
Y'all, I ain't seen the mud duck yet, child. Ain't nobody looking like they shouldn't be on, like they have a face for radio. I'm saying everybody look good, everybody juicy and scrumptious, and girl. I don't think everybody's my type attractive, but ain't nobody ugly on this show. I'm just saying.
Yeah, although I will say they perpetuate the dynamic I hate, which is men in their late 30s with women in their mid 20s, where it's like a 10-year difference and minimum, and like they act like that's the standard of what they want to be going for. Get with a peer, like
Right.
it's just this level of like trophiness, where it's like you would probably not necessarily get access to these women if you didn't have your money and your fame.
And I think that's the sentiment down there where they are, older man, younger woman. You
Absolutely,
know,
yeah.
it's like it's tradition. And luckily no one is too young. Like no, Ravenel was the only one and he ain't on the show no more for a lot of other reasons. But I think he was he was a senior at the time. This one, he ain't been on the show what, 8 years?
He
It's
was
been a
in it.
while.
He was in his 50s when he was on the show Predator.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
AARP for sure.
Gross.
So, and dating Catherine, who was 25, girl.
No, 21.
Girl.
Yeah, 22. No, it was that's a whole other episode. YouTube probably don't even want me talking about the way I feel about the way that she was. I'm not saying she doesn't have responsibility, but what we
Girl.
watched happen to someone that didn't understand what was happening to them, and then to get her pregnant the way that he did, piece of crap. Like literally, like it makes my skin crawl when I think about what we witnessed. It was like truly eek.
Now, the only one thing I disagree with you about is that she didn't know what she was doing. Because I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, I could have the wrong perception, but my perception was the way her grandmother was telling her, you need to do this and that and be open and be, available to men. And that's what she did. And I believe she knew what she was doing in that respect. Now, if that's different from what you're saying, I'll accept it. But that's why I say that's where I disagree.
Well, I feel like that's grooming by her own female family members. I feel like this was a woman that was told this is what you want to do, this is a good idea, but was far too young. Their brain, your brain isn't even fully developed until you're like 25. So
Yeah.
I don't think she comprehended what she was going after. Yes, I do agree with
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
She
with that.
I
Hmm.
do I do agree with you. She did have that conversation with her grandmother. I think, there was this kind of attitude like he is a catch, but for them to even say that to her, I don't think she could even comprehend. And unfortunately, by the time she could, she was already 2 kids in and very unhealthy coping mechanisms erupted. But that man is
Yeah.
also like full of them too. Like, so it was just a recipe. It's sad because she's you know, I hope you turn around, girl, because your
Yeah. I
your
hope
start
so too.
your start was tragic, but there comes a point where we all have explanations. We don't have excuses. So
Remember when she got with the black guy and that just all went to shit? Girl, I was like, what is going on? I'm like, she's still not fully developed at that time. She was trying. I could see she was trying, but she just wasn't
nope. Yeah.
mature enough to handle a man like him. Like they were on two different wavelengths. I think he found that out and it just went all to shit.
Yeah. Catherine needs a lot of therapy, help, and sobriety. Unfortunately, she really does.
I wonder how Cameron's doing.
She's good. Um, I've seen her like Instagram every now and then. She's
Mm-hmm.
a wife and mother, and I think she
Yeah.
does. I think she does influencing like through her social media and stuff. But she grew up and matured and is living a normal life.
She's what Madison is duplicating, except for Madison was involved with them, where Cameron was just a platonic friend guiding these frat boys to maturity.
Yeah, Madison was with the shits a little bit more than Cameron ever was, but
Girl, a lot more, excuse me.
yes, yes, a lot more.
Because, like I said, Cameron was, even before we knew she had a man, she was trying to guide these frat boys to maturity. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all just need to grow up. And I just remember hearing her say, y'all are just doing too much and y'all need to get a woman, one woman, and yada, yada, like that auntie. I miss Cameron. Maybe she can make an appearance if she could.
They all say that, and she wants nothing to do with it. When they started
Who?
going after her husband and her marriage, bringing up rumors, she was like, "Nope, done. What
What
you're
the
not
hell
gonna
about
do."
Cameron?
There was some kind
What?
of I don't remember who. I think actually Catherine brought it up, sadly.
Oh,
There was some trifling rumor about Cameron's husband having an affair, but like he's a doctor, he stays out of
yeah, he was
trouble, he
at.
doesn't want to be on the show. Like, so Cameron put her foot down and said, I'm not going to compromise the sanctity of my family for this show. And the only way you can do that is to not be on the show. It's just the reality of it. You can't be a reality star and not have that all in the muck, especially
Oh.
on this format. There's just no way, you
So
know.
she was a better version of Dr. Heavenly. Y'all ain't gonna sit up here
Yeah,
and try to throw my family under the bus because y'all want some good TV. Then that's what we ain't gonna do.
Exactly. She stood on business. No, she said, nope, I'm going to keep my family.
Well,
I'm
good for
cool.
Cameron.
I agree because sometimes it really isn't worth it, you know? Like, it's just
Mm-hmm.
not. And because, she lives a happy, healthy enough life. You don't need to have Bravo money. She's got, looks like she's doing just fine. She's got her one kid, because she hated being pregnant, didn't want to do it, like all that.
I
And
thought
good
she
for
had
her.
two. Oh, okay.
Just
So never
one.
mind.
She told her
Okay.
husband she didn't want to have kids at all, and she told her husband, "I will do one for you." Kind of like, yeah,
She did say that.
yep, and she did, and she had a little mini me.
Good for her.
Yep. Oh, what the heck was that? Palmer, I think, is the little girl's name.
These damn names.
I know. That's why I needed to come up with it. I almost said Piper, but I'm like, nope, Palmer. Makes me think of One Life to Live, or no, All My Children.
Because when I saw Whitner on the show, I'm like, Whitner, what,
That's what. That's.
what, what,
Mm-hmm.
what pre uh colonial
I know.
plantation did this name come from?
Yeah. That's why I said it's not Whitney. No, Whitner. Okay.
Whitner.
Okay. Shepherd, Whitner,
I guess.
Whitney.
All right, so they said the party child. Charlie
Yeah.
intro. Um, she came in and I thought of something. I don't know if I want to say this on the show, child, but
Oh, you set it up. You teed it up, baby.
I'm gonna wait till episode 3. Okay.
Okay.
So Charlie's intro, where she talked about, dissing Shep. He was trying to get with her in the DM. She's like, no, thank you. Like, Shep, my man, my
sir,
man, my man, if you don't stop going to kindergarten,
that's what I'm
can you
saying. You're
at least go to
eight.
high school?
Yeah, you are aging out of the system, sir. Like, it's not cute anymore. Like, get 30 in their early 30s. Come on. You're not hot enough that you can pull that crap without your like other assets be speaking for you. I'm not saying you aren't attractive, and I'm not saying you don't have the goods, but when you reach for the sun, sir, you are 46. You are closer to 50 than you are to 40.
Yeah, we are
Stop.
rounding up in case you forgot mathematics.
Yeah, you need to stop. You need to stop.
Arithmetic.
26, 28 with the banging everything. Like, they don't want you. You're going to end up texting something stupid. And I'm not saying you're pathetic. I'm just saying you're overshooting. You need to adjust. We all need to.
Speaking of overshoot, you are right. Speaking of overshooting, Sally is plotting and scheming and plotting, just like Rodrigo said, on Craig, and it's obvious. And now she's bothered by Charlie because Craig is showing interest. And in a matter of hours within a party, Sally went from, oh no, I just may flirt a little bit, to my homegirl coming through, to where now, wait a minute, why are you flirting with the man that I'm just supposed to be platonic, kind of friendly with, front to, girl, what are you doing? By the end of the party, it went from 0 to 100 within 6 minutes, which means you've been plotting and scheming from the beginning. So stop trying to lie through all that Maybelline. Girl, Sally.
You ain't got a lie to kick it. Here's where girl code comes in for me.
Girl code. You don't even know how to
Well, no,
spell girl code, Sally.
she doesn't. But this is my philosophy. If you
Break
and
it
I are
down. Break it down. Break it down.
if you and I are single ladies going out, I don't want to go after somebody that you're interested in.
That part.
I don't personally. I don't want to compete with my friends. I don't like that. That's not the spirit of the situation.
It
I
really
literally have him because if there's going to be a fight, take it. I am not the one. Now, if we're both out and a good-looking man and like I like him too and we're both sitting there like flip a coin It's a sticky situation, right? I get it. Like,
Mhm.
nobody wants to be in competition with their friend for the interest of a dude. Let the natural chemistry play out and see where it lands. But I don't want to compromise a friendship over a potential attraction to a man. I don't like that.
Right.
I don't want to even play that game.
That part.
Um, you know, I will also, if I'm interested in someone and he's like, "Ooh, but your friend," I will step to the side because I ain't running after anybody. If you've shown an interest in
Okay, right.
someone, please, I don't want to get in the way. That's weird. You know what I
That
mean?
part.
Like, I don't want to go where I'm not wanted.
That part.
You need to be like me first and primary, like, and then I'll entertain you. I just, I wouldn't try to stand in the way of my friend hooking up with someone. Like I said, some of Vanita's stuff is a little like, silly, but
Mhm.
as far as the single code goes, but and that's another thing, Sally, like, admit that he's your interest then. Shoot. Like, if you're gonna freak out about it and start looking at stuff and being all upset, then admit you like him, like, to your point, and admit to Vanita, oops, sorry, if it came down to you and Craig, it'd be Craig. You can't have it all the ways.
You know what? In my opinion, if Sally would have put her, if Sally could have made her point to Vanita that just because I'm interested in Craig doesn't mean I'm against you, maybe Vanita would feel a little better. But she's playing and toying with Craig behind her back and not being totally truthful. She's spoon feeding Vanita her intentions with Craig because she doesn't want to lose Vanita. But like I mentioned before, she doesn't really know how to say it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would imagine Vanita would respect her friend Sally more if Sally would come to her and say something similar to, like I mentioned, look, homegirl, you're my best friend. Sometimes, but I don't have feelings for you. I can't help who I may be attracted to. Now, he's not a horrible person. Just because you two aren't getting along doesn't mean that I can't or he's not capable of being in a romantic relationship with. It's not like you two are fighting. You two have a difference of opinion about something, unless there's something we don't know. But I would like for Vanita to hear something like that come from her friend's mouth versus hearing it after the fact. Because after the fact just adds a whole lot of disrespect to the situation, if you ask me.
Yeah, Sally does need to admit. Because remember when she said, "I wonder if I'm going to make out with Craig." What the fuck? Like, don't claim that you're not interested in him if you're saying stuff like that. Like, I mean, you are. So acting like you're not is starting to get annoying because you obviously are. It's kind of ridiculous. And then for you to be like, "But I would totally have your back if it came down to it." You're deluding yourself.
He's immature.
Yeah. So, um, you're a beautiful girl. I get it. You don't want your friend flirting, but like, girl, this is the jungle, baby. Like, y'all tiny in bikinis and they're all looking wolfish. And that's another thing too, like, you know, there's getting one and there's keeping one.
That part.
So, get, figure it out. I don't know.
What are my notes? A lot more went on with this party, y'all. Okay, so like I said, when Sally went from 0 to 100 in about 6 minutes, she is believing in her heart of heart that her homegirl Charlie that she brought to the group is trying to snake her man that's not her man. And the fact that Craig is showing more interest and Charlie than Sally is the issue, but Sally is blaming Charlie for that, thinking Charlie is trying to get with Craig when Charlie is just being Charlie. Now, since she brought Charlie, she's a real good girlfriend to her. You should know how she acts towards men if she's that good of a friend as you say she is. So either you don't know the woman or you're just blaming her for getting the attention you wish Craig was giving you.
Yeah, because you can't invite friends to a party and then dictate their behavior. Like, they can't, like, yeah, I mean, it's not cool if you know your friend's into one and you, like, got your vag hanging out or whatever. But Charlie's just being cute, and Charlie's a self-admitted flirt too. So that's not fair, you know?
Two heifers flirting with everybody.
Mm-hmm. And, whatever. Like, and
that's funny.
And that just takes all the responsibility away from the dudes. They can just cherry pick what they want. They can flirt with you and flirt with her, and like it's on her to be responsible. It's not on him. Like, what is this?
She's the type that would take. She's not a girl's girl because that's not how girls think.
That's a greedy girl. Because listen, if I were Audrey, I'd slap you in the mouth. I would straight up say to you, don't talk about you. The second I'm gone, you'd hit it. You don't respect me very much because I'm still here. So why don't you like keep those comments out of social company, because that's not respectful. So Sally just wants access to anybody.
Anything that's down the show, child, I guess.
So which one do you like better, Craig or Austin?
Yeah, because Madison told Audrey, after kind of, slow feeding her, spoon feeding her, because Audrey kind of, said, oh yeah, because Sally likes Craig, huh? I think she kind of caught on by how she said it. I think that Madison gave her confirmation because, of course, when you're of a certain mindset and you see your man, engaged in whatever with another woman who's barely got anything on, you start to think.
Madison did stir the turd though, because like I think
Madison. Oh, girl, she put the turd in.
Yeah, because it's like, no, I don't think she's into Craig. I think she really wants Austin. No, I think she'd take either one. I don't think it's really Austin above all. Austin is not bae. I think she's just, sorry, Sally, but you kind of a little bit of a hoe. Like anyone could get it. Like, and if you're saying the second they break up, that's a bold thing to say though. That's crazy. And you said
that means you're interested now.
It does, because in a room full of people, you were like, Austin could get it, and he's in a relationship. So,
sorry.
And well, no, and you running around, don't touch Craig. It's like, you greedy girl.
You are pretty. Again, ain't nobody on this show a mud duck.
Nope.
But girl, how about you lead with brains? You came on talking about you show physicians how to use robots in surgery, and all of a sudden, girl, you looking like you looking. Oh.
It just looks greedy and gluttony, because you want to hoe it out as you so like, and you want to date as you so like, and we would all love an ideal world where that kind of behavior didn't have repercussions for women, but it do.
And the reason why I feel the way I feel is because you're not using your pussy for power. You're letting them have the power over your pussy. We are the ones that they can't live without. It ain't the other way around. So the fact that you're just giving it away like it's Halloween, trick or treat.
And Here's
with
another thing. Oh, I'm
hold on
sorry. I'm
real quick.
interrupt. Yeah,
Hold on
no,
real
I
quick.
apologize.
Real quick. No, it's all good. The fact that you're giving it away like it's October 31st is that you don't have the power within yourself because you're acting weak, you're acting silly, you're not a girl's girl, and you're upset and jealous because the one man that you really want is showing interest to your friend. So all that rolled up into the package that you look like doesn't make sense. You need to exercise the power that you have between your legs. You're giving them the power, and you don't. And you're too immature to recognize that. That's why we're saying what we're saying. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted you to finish your thought. I didn't want to interrupt, so
That's
that's
all
why.
good.
But thank you for your grace.
No, thank you.
Craig just got out of a relationship with a woman he wanted to marry, and not
Girl,
even voluntarily. You need to
preach,
let him go air it
preach,
out. Do you want to F him or do you want to date him? 'Cause if you
preach,
want to date him, you need to play the long game. You need to go
preach,
let him be stupid. He's not
preach.
even in the right frame. Everyone sees that. Like, everybody's talking about, oh, he's drinking again. Is what's going to happen? Like, you need to let him go be a mess, and you need to let him make out, be with, whatever. Like, sure, if he met Charlie and started dating and like all of a sudden like it's turning into a committed relationship, you might be heartbroken and be like, no, wait, me, whatever, but right now he's talking about enjoying making out, like, you don't want him. He's not fixed yet. He needs some time to air out. And anybody that gets with him right now is headed for another level of trouble because
Yeah.
he's not aired out. He needs to dry out. Period. Literally. So, wait a minute. If you really like Craig, or if you want to be a notch on his bedpost, you should have made a move in the jacuzzi then. So, play the long game here. Otherwise, calm down because you look crazy and thirsty. Like exactly like you said, you look crazy and thirsty. You're too attractive. If you want to actually date one of these gentlemen, calm the F down because trying to hop on the D is only going to get you a certain level. Ask Catherine.
It's obvious through those text messages that Austin exposed that you are dangling your pussy in front of this man as if it was a steak and he's a lion and he'd rather have chicken. It's embarrassing at this point because if you really was that girl, Sally, if you listen, watch, listen, take it from the auntie over here. Just come closer, come closer. Let me tell you something. If you really wanted to bag Craig, you would have whipped him on that night in that damn jacuzzi when everybody left.
Mm-hmm.
You would have gave him all that you got and then moved it on and then took care of him in the jacuzzi and then took care of him in that house twice after that. A good 3 times back to back. And he wouldn't even think to look at Charlie. Just saying. So either you're going to do this right or just keep being immature. But I understand because you're young. But like I said, this auntie talking. Get your ish together and stop out here looking like a floozy because no one respects a floozy. But when you pee whoop them, that's a whole different situation.
Either you're going to pee whoop him or you're going to sit back and let him come to you so that when you do lay it on him, there's an emotional attachment on top of the pee whipping.
And all guys are dumb. You see how Shep was acting? Duh. They're all the same over there. They're all the same, girl.
Yeah, but Shep must be like there's something none of them want to run after him after they have him. Because look, Molly had him, she's okay. Like
Nobody
Sally.
ain't P-whipped Shep. I'm talking about when he was P-whooped.
No, I get it, but I'm just, has he ever really been P-Wood? Oh,
Yeah,
that
by Miss
little,
Bahamas.
yeah, that girl was P-Wood.
That
He
girl
was.
was
That was he. No, she P-whooped him bad. She did.
girl. He didn't
No,
know what was
he
going on.
no, he sure didn't. I've never seen him like that. I thank you very much, Miss Bahamas, for giving us that, because that was hilarious. That was so
Shit.
good. That
Not
was
even tell what
karma.
he would do.
It was
I'm sorry.
karma everywhere. It was so good. I loved it. It was hilarious. Everybody couldn't even believe it. But no, I'm just saying, Sally was with Shep, Molly was with Shep. They're all like, that's all right. We that's okay. We don't need to do it again. That's okay. That's so we'll be friends. It's fine.
I'm convinced that Sally has bad pee. I'm
Yeah,
convinced.
that's interesting, isn't it? No, remember Sally ran out on Shep. Shep was bummed. She didn't spend the night. I don't know why. It's like, yeah, Shep,
Shep
when
ain't asked for it since. And Taylor's ex ain't asked for it since.
well, I think he turned out. She said he was crazy, like so. She's been running away from him. But no, I get it. I
He
do.
turned her down. That's why she spread rumors.
Well, listen, something is not working. Yeah, so I don't know. No, there's
Well,
something's wrong because like something's wrong. I know. I don't know what, but something's
yeah, I
wrong.
don't know what girl. Yeah, I'm going
The
with that.
math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. That's what I know. Successful, beautiful,
Girl,
yeah, I
you
don't
got
know.
your own money, so they ain't got to worry
You
about you
own
being your soul
house.
business.
Yeah, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You need a therapist. You have one, and they're still doing this. That's right. Because remember, her therapist says if you want to be married, you need to act married. And she's like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, well, I don't know about that, but this ain't working. This like eager beaver, literally.
But yeah, now Audrey's looking at
Rightfully
Smiley like,
so.
this hell for this whole trying to snag my man, girl.
Yeah.
Again, as soon as Madison said what she said, hey, Sally, come here, baby.
Yep. Come
So
on
you
over
interested in
here.
my man? You said so and so. Tell me exactly what you said.
Yeah. And why did you feel comfortable saying something like that?
Girl, all on the beach.
Disrespectful to me. I'd
Let
like
me
an
tell you something.
apology. We are not friends, and I am now looking at you with one eye at all times.
And see, that's why Audrey and Austin had that little tete-a-tete on the beach where she, after hearing that, she talked to him on the beach and she's like, I would rather you come to me more so than me coming here. And he was like, yeah, well, I really like it at my house and I really like for you to come down here. And girl, again, have the plane worked both ways. He can fly to you and you can fly to him. But now she don't trust him being around Sally, who obviously has an interest in her. Look, Sally can have an interest in 8 of them, including Rodrigo. But the fact that that's Audrey, man, now Audrey got a problem with her. And I
Yes.
don't blame Audrey.
No, I don't either. That was, I mean, Madison, I don't even like. Here's the thing. I like Madison, but like, girl, you did that to start trouble. Like, there are, according to what we've been shown, there is no reason to believe that Austin is the primary target. Um, I think that what she said was rude, and disrespectful to Audrey, because like you don't
Mhm.
need to talk the second they're over. I'm still here, bitch. Like, I don't expect Audrey to like or appreciate that comment at all. You'll be nice to my face if you're gonna say that behind my back, because that's gross. Um, but I mean, Austin has a terrible reputation, and Austin is a commitment. So, unfortunately, I here's a situation where like I agree that it's not Austin's responsibility, and I can hear him. Thanks a lot, Madison. But she's all like, "Hey, you're gonna get revenge from me for your threesome that that debacle you got pulled me into for the rest of your days." Um, so I don't know. I thought that one was dumb, but I'm curious to see what the chemistry is like moving forward because it might get to Austin. I think Austin, we already know some foreshadowing. Austin makes a FOMO comment that is blown out of proportion, but I wouldn't trust Austin either. So, because he's got a terrible track record.
Well, ain't nobody gonna hit a pregnant woman, so Math is gonna say whatever she want to say.
And
On
she would
top
say
of
it
her usual,
anyway.
that's what just by saying on top of her
Yeah.
usual, she gonna say what she gonna say anyway. So
Yep.
yeah, big ups to Madison because it was said, ain't like she lying.
Yeah.
So, if ain't nobody gonna tell Audrey, then she will. And it is what it is. Well, I think they know ain't nobody gonna be fighting on this show. They ain't nobody doing that over here. But it's real interesting to, get the ish going. So I appreciated it,
Yeah, true. I can respect it that way. I guess what it is I'm looking at Madison like, don't say it like I don't think she's not into Craig. I think she's into Austin. No, I would say it more like this bitch is saying she likes Craig, but she also said this about your man. So
that
she
would have
is
been
not
better.
trustworthy. Yeah, like instead of this whole narrative, oh, I think it's actually really Austin. No, that doesn't really actually ring true because I don't think she'd be panicked over Craig the way that she was if Austin was really the true target. I think she's basically saying she's an equal opportunity hoe. And
Damn.
either one of them, and maybe if Austin were single, he would be able to get it over Craig, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, she really does kind of hoe life that much that I'm not sure.
Girl.
I think, but she was very rude to say that at a party because they were at some function. I think it was the baby shower, I guess. I think it was the baby shower where she said it in front of people. So she was like, and kind of joking but bragging about it. So like, it's not like she's trying to make it a secret. She's just talking ish behind her back.
Right, because she said, I like her, but
yeah.
As soon as they get, the minute that they're not together, yeah,
I'm throwing my pee like a frisbee.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. So
that's just not something you supposed to say, girl. Like, what's really going on?
Well, I think Molly's like, Jesus, how many of them are you gonna claim, girl? How many do you need to have in your corral?
Well, she knows she's in a crowd full of guys who would say yes. I mean, that's who they are, except for Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, the pH imbalance of it all. Lord, have mercy. See, if I was either their parents, I would just be highly embarrassed. Like, what is my child doing? That's on my nose, child. I gotta wash my pencil off.
That was funny. Oh man.
I do.
Funny. Oh man, it's just something about the way you said it in the situation that just got me. Yeah, I'm about done too. I need a shower. Too much of the beach.
You know? Mm-mm. Well, yeah, that was it.
Yep.
We look, despite all that, we love to show y'all. They always gonna give us something to talk about, y'all. Wait till episode 3, Lord. We're gonna do 3 on Monday. Just come back from Monday. Look out for the notification that will come through this weekend, y'all. And if that changes, as long as you notified and you hit that bell and it's black, you know if we change it or not, right? So It's all to the GOOD. Any last words?
Nope. Tune in on Monday.
Yes, ma'am. Well, y'all, thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate you. Replay gang, run them numbers up. Appreciate you. And thanks for the newly subscribed. I appreciate you. Now we need 249 before 1126. Yes, we're getting on up there. I appreciate all of you. Before we go, we got to find out where Erin is when she ain't talking ish with me over here.
You can catch me on Facebook, Psychic Erin Boyd, ERINBOYD. Also on Instagram and Threads, Psychic_ELB. Hit me up in the DMs if you would like to get a reading.
All right, y'all, you heard her. Don't forget to come through. We got some things coming down the pipeline for this fall, winter, whatever it's called, New Year, all of the things. And you guys have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. Yeah. All right. See y'all. Bye.